You're curious about where to stay on the ship. This might be your first time going on a cruise, and you've heard stories about the front of the ship, the middle of the ship, and the back of the ship. Well, I used to serve in the United States Navy, and now I'm a cruiser. So I can pretty much give you my insight that may help you. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Vet Hat Travels and Eats. I'm your host, Thomas, and I'm hearing so many comments and so many people have been asking questions about where is the best place to stay on a cruise ship. Now, I'm not an artist, but I'm going to try to show you basically where is maybe a good spot for you. It really depends on you. So, it depends on the type of person that you are. You know, do you get seasick easily? So I'm going to go through just a few things just to take a few minutes of your time to show you what may be best for you. And yes, I did serve in the, of course, you already know I served in the Navy, and I was a corpsman, a medic. So we pretty much had to stay in the middle of the ship because we had to be able to get to either the aft end or the front or the bow quickly, because you know we could have had an emergency up there or something. So if we're doing rescue attempts, whatever, we had to be located in an area where we can get to the other side of the ship quickly. So that's the reason why we stayed in the middle. But a lot of people just don't know where to stay. Now, if you're a type of person who gets nauseated in a car, or you can't ride roller coasters and you don't like heights, that feeling, I'm going to tell you right now, do not get a room in the front of the ship. Now, the front of the ship, which is also known as the bow, you can call it the bow, because the bow, what does a bow do? A bow does that, so a bow is going to go like that. Now, the sensation or the feeling that you get from that can really work on your stomach and your mind. Really, it's your mind. When that ship takes a dive like this, not a dive, but going over swells, you really feel it in the front because you're going up and down, up and down. Sometimes it's all night, sometimes it's all day. And a lot of people get seasick just staying in the front of the ship. Fact, it happened in the Navy. A lot of guys that had their rooms up in the front, the crew rooms up in the front, a lot of them did get seasick a lot. So that's just something to know. The front is going to be a little bit more rougher than anywhere else on the ship. Now, when you come to midship, again, excuse my drawing, I'm not an artist. When you come to the midship is probably your best place to, I guess, relax without having that sensation of that up and down, up and down. And on ships nowadays, they have this stabilizer. It's like an airplane wing underneath the water. You can't see it from the ship, but what it is like this wing that sticks out like an airplane wing. And what that does, it helps prevent the ship from going side to side. You see what I mean? So those help. And if you're a person that can't take roller coasters or going up and down real fast or afraid of heights because of that sensation, I would suggest, let me put this to you. If you're elderly, I would suggest that you stay in the midship area. Less rocking, less, I want to say, turbulence, water turbulence, Midship is going to probably be your best bet. Now, when we come to the aft end of the ship, or the back, also known as the fantail, now that's what me and my wife love it, because it has a little sensation of that up and down, but it's not as bad as the front of the ship. The aft end of the ship really is relaxing. I'm telling you, I did a video earlier on, if you look at some more of my videos about the aft balcony, and I'm telling you, there is nothing like that aft balcony. Again, it's at the end, and you're going to feel a little sensation, but it's not a lot to really make you seasick or motion sickness or whatever. So again, the aft end is very, very comfortable, and there's not a lot of traffic back at the aft end of the ship. Now, another thing I want to go over with you. Now, this is for first-time cruisers, or beginning cruisers who they don't really know ship talk. They don't know their way around the ship. So we just went over the front or the bow, and I told you that I wouldn't suggest that for somebody that gets seasick easily. I wouldn't suggest that for you. I would suggest the aft or the midship, or the midship or the middle of the ship here, over that stabilizer, so you don't have as much rocking, or the aft end of the ship. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is when you hear starboard, when you hear port. Very easy to remember. Remember, starboard is the right side of the ship. That is right. When you're facing forward, it will be on your right side. Port is going to be on your left side. When you're facing the front, port will be on your left. Okay? And it's easy to remember, because remember, there are 4 letters in port. There are 4 letters in left. That's how you can kind of tie it together. Okay? There are more letters in starboard, so right is going to be starboard. There's more letters in right than left. In other words, 4 letters in left, 4 letters in port. More letters in starboard, more letters in right. Got it? I'm not really a teacher. I'm just trying to show you what, helps. And I've talked to a lot of people, and they were satisfied with the information that I gave them. They said they were able to relax more on either the midship or the aft end of the ship. Now, I was a medic in the military. Now, this is just my opinions. I'm not a doctor, but I was what you would call like an EMT, basically paramedic. So I kind of know a little bit what I'm talking about. When you take those meclizines and you take the dramamines and all that other stuff for seasickness, a lot of people are allergic to that stuff. And there have been side effects from it. We had it when I was in the Navy. So what it is basically, if you eat a balanced diet, let's say a couple of weeks before you go out on your cruise, you change your diet. Because, a lot of people are going to change their diet anyway. They're trying to lose weight to get on the ship to look good. But a lot of people don't. They don't change their diet. And what I'm suggesting is that if you take out a lot of the greasy foods, the fats, and the soda pops and the alcohol for a little while, let your body, your natural balance come back. You're eating a little bit healthier now. Just a few weeks before. I suggest you do it all the time. But before you go on your trip, it will help with motion sickness symptoms. All right? You're not going to get as nauseated by not eating, the junk foods and stuff like that before you get on your ship, on your cruise. It really helps. A lot of people think that when they get on the ship and they drink a lot of alcohol and they're getting drunk. Now, you as a person that gets seasick, that's just going to make things, or could make things, worse. So, tell you, watch your diet. If you're a person that can't stand going up and down like in a roller coaster, do not get a room in the front. If you're a person who just, you don't know what you are. You haven't experienced yet. I would suggest midship. And if you're a person who's adventurous and you just love to relax, you kind of like a little bit of motion, that aft end is for you. All right, thank you all for watching this, and please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out, and if you like the video, hit the like button. It really helps us out here at the channel. And also, if you want to hit that notification button, and every time that we post a video, you'll be the first to know. All right, thank you so much, and share it. Maybe somebody that you know is going on a ship. They've never been on a ship before, and if they could, watch this, it may help them to determine where they want to stay on the ship. All right, thank you everybody for watching. Love you all. Stay safe. Make somebody smile. Peace.